Hey y'all. Is that how I'm gonna start, like, addressing everything? Hey y'all. If it is, well, here we go. Is that better? Should I move more to one side? Or maybe should I lift? That's better, right? Ugh. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Welcome back to I couldn't even say it. Welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? Hi. So today we have a little something different. I'm experimenting, I'm exploring, and I'm excited to do so. Tell me what you think so far. Well, I'm 2 seconds into this video. Maybe don't tell me what you think. But today we're doing a sit-down talking video, and let's see how it goes. So I'm basically going to be talking about my Mount Rushmore, which is basically obviously Mount Rushmore, the 4 important people in American history. So 4 important things in my history. So this is kind of like a get to know you type situation. So I'm excited to get into it. So let's just get straight on. So obviously the 4 people, well, I'm not gonna say obviously. The 4 people that are on Mount Rushmore are Washington, Roosevelt, Lincoln, and Theodore. In that order, I'm not sure. We'll fact check that later. So basically, maybe should I give myself a little script? I don't really know how these things work, but we're gonna like we're learning together. So I have my wee notes. So if you see me, it's not just a nervous tick. Okay, so Washington, first president. So something that was monumental, my first general area was we're gonna talk about my first art class, which if you didn't know, I'm an artist. I do multiple mediums. I paint, I draw, I sew, I painted these nails I showed you last time. Oh, that one fell off. We're gonna make a new one because she fell off in the cart in the road trip and I couldn't find her anywhere. How tragic is that? This one fell off yesterday, but I glued her back on quickly. And remember when I talked about the LED thing with the glue? It's definitely the glue that's the problem, because this thumb stopped hurting and I just glued it back on and it hurts again. So honestly, I don't know why I don't learn from my lessons. I should have just glued it back with the regular nail glue. That's what I'm gonna do this one with, because I'm not playing around. That freaking hurts. Anyways, back to my first art class. So it was 6th grade where I took my official like first school art class, because we had like electives, or what were they called? They weren't called electives in elementary school. They were called specials. So we had backstory. We're gonna back the truck up a little bit. Backstory. Specials was like an hour, probably, maybe honestly like 45 minutes each day, where each day was different. PE, art, Spanish, library, we'd go to the library, and there was 5, and I don't know, was it chess? Did we always have to do chess? I don't know, I knew chess was like in 6th grade. Whatever. Those were our specials. So when I got to middle school, you got to obviously choose your electives, choose your schedule. So I chose art because if you know me, my friends knew me at the time, I was an artiste. It was always, can you draw me? Can you draw me? I chose art. I was really excited. It was mostly like 8th graders in my class. Honestly, I might have been the only 6th grader in the class. I think I was. That was like nerve-wracking, but I became friends with these 2 8th graders and I felt cool. Well, not felt cool, but I just had friends and it was like good. It was fun. Art class. Dun dun dun. I hated it. I hated it. I loved art with my entire life. I love it. It's so good. I just like something about art I can't describe. Like, it's not just a way of like self-expression for me. It's so much more than that. And this is why I draw and I make stuff, because I can't vocalize why it's so important to me. But hated that class. Hated that class. The kids were rowdy. The teacher always yelled, although I loved her, because fast forward, one thing about me, can't tell a story in sequential order. So I'm so sorry. But One thing about me, what? Where was I going? The teacher, she was art teacher, she was also the drama teacher. So after I said I hated that class, I went over to drama. Same teacher, loved that though. That also like ignited a little theater kid in me. That was a fun time. But back to the art class, I hated it because it was just arts and crafts. It wasn't really, she wasn't teaching us anything crazy or special. We did have like a pottery section, which was quite fire. Pooch. I didn't mean to do that. It's a corny joke, I'm so sorry. But it was really fun, that pottery section, and that's about it. I remember this one craft we made. Craft, I'm saying craft because that was an arts and crafts class. It wasn't an art class where you like learn how to do, like, it wasn't the same. And I know we were just only like little middle schoolers, so maybe she tried to keep the curriculum, because honestly some people didn't want to be there. They chose art because they didn't want to be in band or drama or whatever the heck the other electives were. I literally have no idea what the other electives were. Whatever. Maybe one of them was computer. Let me not try and make up stuff. I have no idea. We did this one craft and it was basically like we're cutting out a bunch of little pieces of cardboard, and we would spend a week on this, by the way. So that was also, I was like, a week to do this? Let's be so for real. But basically cutting out little sheets of paper and making a shape or making a whatever. And mine, I wish I still had it. I trashed that thing years ago. But it was, I just basically like drew, I had this like character that I'd always draw because I was one of those. Once I saw people making like OCs and stuff like that, drawing their OCs, I was like, I'm gonna draw my own little OC. Her name was Ryan because I was really into like gender neutral names. Ryan, my American Girl's name was Alex. I probably had another one up in there in the dome, but I don't remember now, but that's fine. So I drew this, like I had to cut out her legs, I had to cut out her eyes, yada yada, and everyone was like, oh my god, it's so good. And I was like, thanks. So I trashed that class quickly, which I think is really interesting because, I don't know, when you're like a kid and you have like a hobby, everyone just like really just like you're only that. So like for example, every Christmas, every little gift I would get that wasn't from my like immediate family would be like an arts and crafts thing. Like I can't tell you how many marker kits I got, which obviously I'm very grateful for, but good grief, you can pass a girl like a, I don't know, Barbie doll or something. I did have Barbie dolls though. I wasn't deprived. I'm being dramatic. It's for the effect. But yeah, my first art class, I wasn't rocking with that. But I will tell you, I have had some better art class experiences now. High school, actually, the first 2 years of high school, did not love that class. Loved the people. I'm not gonna put it on blast. The second 2 years, I loved that, like reignited everything in me again. Why I love art, why I'm an artist, why I'm a creator. Amazing. And then in college, I took this drawing class, which I think will ever have a place in my heart because I think I really got guts. I'm gonna insert some pictures here, but we basically did like sketches. It was so like, he taught us how to draw. Obviously he taught us how to draw in his way. Actually, how does art curriculum work? Like, is there like a big art book that's like, here's how to draw, and they follow that? I think he just taught us to draw how he knew how to draw. And it was so fun because he was always like, that's all you heard when he was drawing, and it was crazy. But I think not liking that art class, that 6th grade art class, was really beneficial for me because I got to explore new things, just perceive me in a different way, that I wasn't just, oh, she was just an art kid, you know? That was a really good time because I got to experiment with drama. I got to experiment with like other facets of my life. Oh my gosh, I became a little soccer kid in middle school. That was cute, that was fun. Would that have happened if I stayed in art? Who knows? Every little thing happens for a reason. And I'm now starting to believe that because I used to like not like that term, everything happens for a reason, but I'm starting to like it now. Well, I'm just learning to embrace it. That's what I'll say about that. Okay, yeah, so that's my Washington, my 6th grade art class. my Jefferson, my Thomas Jefferson, the Thomas Jefferson of my life. So he created he created the Declaration of Independence. So basically I'm gonna be talking about like what my life document would be called. And this is gonna be very general because I'm obviously just I don't know if I can yap for this long. That water, I almost said I have lip balm on deck, but I don't. My Jefferson, what my life document would be called. And I wanted to, side note, I wrote notes for this video, but I didn't like fully break down because I wanted this to be like a raw experience, like us figuring this out together, you know? I'm gonna see if that works. If it doesn't work, we're gonna make sure we have like a full script for myself. Maybe not a full script, but like, you know. I feel like my life document would be, also side note, there's a lot of those. You know those TikToks where it's like a girl's notes app like makes no sense to anyone but her? Correct. Well, first of all, I think I have 64 notes, but like brackets of notes. But I have 2 that are like where I write my random thoughts. So I have one, it's, you know, sometimes I don't remember why I write things down, which is kind of interesting. But one is 39. Actually, I'll show you the first. Well, I'm not gonna show you because I'd be putting myself on blast. Yeah, I have this. It's literally like I've written books. The other one is just about that long too, and it's just like it's obviously like a culmination of like 3 years. But what I was saying with this is like I feel like I'm gonna look through this really quickly because I feel like my life motto, my life would be in this note app. So, see, it's me. Okay, after some extensive research, and I mean going through that notes app. Wait, first of all, drink some water, get the energy back up. Cause woo, it was literally 2 seconds. I was looking at that notes app, reading my old like little diary entries. Have mercy, that takes something out of me. It was 2 seconds. Good grief. Anyways, what my like not life motto, but my document would be called is the creative, because I feel like in every step that I take in my life, I want it to be another step, another level of creativity that I have yet to like unagi, that I've yet to like, you know, unlock. I don't want to say every year because I don't want to like give everything a time spot because it's never my timing, it's in the Lord's timing. But I always want to take another further step into who I'm meant to be creatively, maturely. Is maturely a word? I'm not sure. This YouTube channel was my next step in my creativity because first of all, I'm learning how to edit. I'm learning how to be comfortable in front of a camera. I'm learning time management. Actually, okay. Am I really learning time management? I want to learn time management. That's where I'm trying to get with this. Yes. It's called, my document, yay, it's called The Creative. Because that's what I plan to do with my whole life. No other ambition I have rather than to make something, create something. I don't know. It's, again, I make things because I don't have another outlet to express myself in a way that makes sense. So I paint and I draw and I make cute little videos and I make collages because that lets other people know who I am. Because I'm learning as I grow up that it's really in my power how other people perceive me. Not completely in my power, nothing's really in my power, but you know what I mean, like how I present myself that day through my clothing, also say, because you know I make my own clothes. Not all the time, but I'm trying to be better with that. I want to make more clothes, be more sustainable, because the amount of clothing waste in this world is crazy. This statistic is for food waste, but I will say that the amount of food waste in this world. Also something I'm really passionate about, sustainability. I have a lot of clothes. A good deal of them that I bought myself are secondhand. I don't know where I'm going with this. I literally started with I'm a creative, that's where I'm going. But I just want to talk about this. If all the food waste in the world was like piled up somewhere, it would be enough to create an island, like a small island that's, oh, I read this somewhere and I wish I had the right stats for you. It would be bigger than, would it be bigger than Australia? I do believe so. Someone could fact check me on that, but I read that somewhere when I was doing a project last semester. And I read that, I was like, that's crazy. But anyways, back to the whole sustainability, making my own clothes thing and like how people perceive me. I don't think I do a good enough job on like how I'm representing myself on towards other people. So again, that's why I draw. That's why I do my art, as a way of slightly expressing myself to my best abilities. So my Jefferson, my title, my document, the creative. I feel like that's really dramatic, but it's fine. I was about to say something actually really corny. I'm glad I shut that down real quick. Yeah, no. So, ooh, I'm sweating in this room. Sweating. I'm used to 69 degrees in my dorm, and it's 77 degrees in this house, which makes sense, you know. But Lord have mercy on my soul. Now we're gonna talk about my LinkedIn. So this is what happens when you don't properly plan things. I want obviously take like a little scoop of what each the bag of clothes that I need to donate is in the back there. Ignore that, but obviously like take a little snippet from what each president did and apply it to my own life in some silly way. I didn't really work for Abraham Lincoln because the only thing I could think of was his Emancipation Proclamation and how that ended slavery. So I didn't want to at all like try to make it like a little comparison to my life because that's dumb. Yeah, so I decided to skip over his part. No, I didn't decide to skip. I decided to shut my mouth, as I rightfully should. I decided this was not going to be the best. Whatever I came up with wasn't going to be the best comparison, so I decided to just say something that I would say something, hold up, talk about something that I stopped doing in my life. Yeah, I felt like that was the best option to take from this, because no, absolutely not. So back to the video. Talking about something that I stopped doing in my life that benefited me. If someone could come up with a better way to tie in Abraham Lincoln to their own Mount Rushmore, let me know. But this is my way. So something that I stopped doing to better myself and better my own little country, which is my mental country. I'm really just pulling things out the waterworks. Was to swap turn switch into how I talked about myself. Not to get deep and all, but just knowing how powerful my thoughts and my mind were to not only myself but to other people, you know? Talking about what? Do I get distracted or do I get distracted? Something basically that I like stopped doing that was important to me was switching. I'm still trying to do this right now. Switching like little things I say to myself, about other people, about other situations, switching my mindset on situations. For example, yesterday I went on a run and I really want to become a cute little running girly you see on TikTok. I swear half my sentences that come out of my mouth I see on TikTok. I really should spend less time on TikTok. I have a 30-minute, or is it 45-minute timer on TikTok, and sometimes I listen to it, sometimes, oh child, I do not. I say, ignore for the day, keep on scrolling, whoopsie daisies. They're like 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, and I'm like, whoa. I, for the first time, like, attempted 3 miles like a few months ago, and I jogged the first mile, walked the second mile, jogged the third mile. Yeah, she's not a runner nor a track star. But basically what I'm trying to get with this is changing my mindset on running. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not a runner. Never. I can't do this. I won't do this. Running's just not my thing. Now I'm like, I can do this. Even if it's like being nice to myself while on the run. Like I was running yesterday and I walked like a few times. I did take a breather to walk because I was like, woo, the cardio is not cardioing. So I was like, it's okay. You got this. You are good. You are strong. You are powerful. You can do this. So that's really helpful for me. Just talking nicely about myself and mindsets, positivity. You can go very far with kindness. And I feel like, honestly, my document for my life is called The Creative. There's a subsection that says kindness in there because that is so beneficial to your life. It just makes your heart so much lighter and softer, and it's just amazing. And you're just so much more vinyasa, you know? Don't know. Teddy Roosevelt, he served 3 terms, which is crazy. I mean, he didn't completely serve that 3rd term because he did pass away. But I'm going to be talking about things that I can never stop doing. My 3 terms, things that I will just keep on doing till the day I die. One is going to be, I feel like I have to say this, art. But we're going to pause on that because honestly, I could talk about art forever, and I could also stutter about art forever. So we're just gonna move on. Another thing I could do forever, working out. The endorphins you get from it, and it's just amazing. And I feel like, especially this new running thing, she's a runner, she's a track star. That's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be the girl that's like 2 miles, 3 miles, and my goal is 3 miles because my friend talked about, hey, you want to join a running club when we get back to school? I said sure. I said yes so quickly, forgetting that I actually have to run. So that's not really why I'm training. No, I'm not even training. I'm just trying to be better because that 1 mile, it was good. I wasn't like super duper tired, but I definitely wasn't on top of the world. I wasn't on top of the world till about like 10 minutes after the run, where I was like, oh my gosh, it was so fun. I also need to make a running playlist. You know what I need to do? I need to make a new playlist for 2024 because I need new music. What I'm gonna do, this has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Whatever. What I need to do is I need to go on my liked playlist and look on my computer to see all the songs I liked in 2024 and make that into a 2024 playlist. And then with that, continue, like click on little artists, listen to all their music under all their stuff, and then go on from there because it is the time for new music. I'm doing good though. I'm finding new artists. I'm finding new favorite songs, and it's going great. Let me look at my notes again to get myself back on track. Oh, my Roosevelt. This is silly, but I don't know. This one's kind of like bold of me to say that I'll never stop loving The Color Purple, because The Color Purple was a good movie. I'm not talking about the movie, I'm talking about the color, the actual color. But I didn't see the last one. I didn't see the first one. I saw the newest one. Girl, that was good. But anyways, my room, purple. My phone case, purple. My iPad, purple. Me laptop, purple. Me planner, purple. And I have a purple water bottle over there on the counter right there. I do love me a purple. I will never stop. I don't know. I think those are my 3 things, or how many whatever things there were. Those are my things. Those are my tings. Yeah. Also, this has been like so funny and so fun because like Roosevelt, actually no, just Jefferson really. Every time I hear Thomas Jefferson, I'm like singing Hamilton in my head. It's a disease. It's a sickness, really. It really is. Anyone who's like obsessed with, I'm not obsessed anymore. Anyone who's very fond of Hamilton, you know, you're singing the songs. That part, I don't know. Hercules Mulligan where he starts, I'm in love and what is he saying? What is he saying? I don't know. I will get that part though because that part's fire. Me realizing I've gone through all of them. So that is my Mount Rushmore. Those are the 4 monumental things in my life. They're probably not the most monumental, but the 4 like things in my life that are shaping who I am. My ice was stuck. So I think that's all I have for you this week. If you watched all the way through, love, thank you, hearts. I will see you next week. Bye-bye now. All right, I did that. I think I did that. So, bye.